In February 2026, the Ukraine war marks its fourth year, a grinding, escalating conflict with no end in sight. Russia is brutally targeting Ukrainian energy grids, critical infrastructure, and even civilian areas. Meanwhile, Ukraine retaliates and slowly pushes back. Civilians are exhausted, leaders are stuck, and geopolitics is tangled in a cage match. Russia continues massive drone and missile strikes aimed at paralyzing Ukraine's power and heat systems. These attacks are hitting Kyiv, Odessa, and many other cities. Ukraine is striking deep inside Russia with domestically produced cruise missiles, showing growing military reach. Diplomatic talks in Geneva just ended after only 2 hours, described as difficult with no breakthrough. Energy conflicts flare with European neighbors, Hungary and Slovakia threatening to halt supplies and loans. This is not just missiles and maps. Daily life for Ukrainians is cold, fearful, and exhausting. Children lose power, families huddle in dark apartments, and psychological trauma deepens. Here's the messy truth. Ukrainian leaders say they won't cede any land, especially Donbas, even for peace. Western powers quietly pressure Ukraine to consider territorial concessions to end the war tomorrow. Meanwhile, inside Russia, majority support escalation over compromise. Polls show practically no one believes Ukraine will win, according to Russian public sentiment. Peace? Not on our terms, said Ukraine. Victory? Soon. Russia will win, said the Russian public. Despite hellish conditions, signs of shifting dynamics are emerging. Opportunity number 1. Ukraine's long-range missile tech, including Flamingo and future Tomahawks, could shift battlefield leverage if deployed. Opportunity number 2. A proposed multinational peace enforcement force might one day act as a buffer, but only after a ceasefire. Challenge number 1. Russia still commands manpower and is preparing a major spring-summer offensive, possibly over 100,000 troops. Challenge number 2. Both sides face crushing casualties and resource depletion. International support may fray if the war drags on. New tech? Yes. New peace? Not yet. What if Russia captures more territory? Failed diplomacy and a big summer offensive could force Ukraine to fight on 2 fronts. This would drain their defense capacity. What if Ukraine gets strategic missile tech? Tomahawks plus Western support could neutralize Russian air defenses? This would be a potential game changer. What if NATO forces become involved? One mistake, one border incident, NATO could be sucked in. That's the catastrophic number 3 scenario no one wants. Here's the crazy gut call. Not reassurance, but plausible timeline. By late 2026, Russia fails to achieve a decisive victory. Gains ground, not hearts. Ukraine survives but cannot fully liberate Crimea or eastern regions. Europe becomes semi-permanently militarized. Defense spending surges. Formal peace deal by 2028. Frozen conflict lines, mutual exhaustion. Grand outcome, no clear winner, just a stalemate with strategic concessions and huge geopolitical shifts. Global shift, Europe rethinks defense strategy forever. NATO strengthens, even if Ukraine doesn't join. Russia becomes more isolated, economy weakens, internal pressure rises. Arms industry booms, guns overgrowth. This war won't end because one side gets bored. It ends when costs become unbearable, leaders change calculus, and the world forces a reset. Comment below. Who do you think will win? Russia, Ukraine, or neither? Subscribe for future predictions.